Happy Wednesday, Bobcats, and welcome back to another episode of The Sage. I'm Leo Ambrogelly.
And I'm Emma Velchek. Stick around for some exciting stories today, including a package of the surf team,
A feature on the student athlete Skylar Wallace,
and an intriguing man on the street about later start times.
We have a packed show today, so let's get right into it. It feels like it's been so cold and gray recently. I miss the warm and sunny Southern California weather.
I know, I really miss going to the beach with my friends and swimming in the ocean.
The water's been around 60 degrees recently too. I can't wait until spring and summer roll around.
Well, there's a couple of people here on campus that regularly go out into the ocean, regardless of the temperature, as long as they have a surfboard with them and a wetsuit, probably.
Let's send it to reporter Emma Paul for an exciting look into the surf team.
There are a wide variety of clubs here at Sage Creek, but one that many might not know about is the Sage Creek Surf Team.
The team is a super welcoming environment. All of the surfers on the team are super nice and they're really encouraging and everything. Like even though my friend and I aren't very experienced and like this is our first year, they just really love to like see us get up on the board and they cheer us on and everything, and like it's a really fun time.
I've been surfing since I was about 4 years old. It's probably the first time I was put on a board. I didn't really get into it until I was probably about 10 or 11. I've been competing since 5th grade. I mean, I've been really competing though since like probably 7th, just like in Scholastic Surf Series. But I've been on the surf team at Calavera when I was in 7th grade, and then till now. So
The Sage Creek Surf Team was founded in 2016 and has only continued to grow. The team practices every Thursday from 3:30 to 5 at Dip in the Roads.
Like even if like you don't have any experience and you're just like slightly interested in surfing, you should definitely still join the team and just get yourself out there, because like you do not have to be good. You don't have to have any experience. The boys are just super nice and it's just a really nice time.
To join the Sage Creek Surf Team. Tell them to. Yeah.
Reporting for the Sage, this has been Emma Paul, now sending it back to the anchors.
Thanks, Emma. I feel like when people think of athletics, surfing is often left out. I'm glad that these hardworking student athletes are finally getting their time in the spotlight.
Speaking of athletics, some sports this season have had few practices canceled because of the rain.
True, but for our athletes, the grind doesn't stop, even when it's raining outside.
Anyway, there's one athlete in particular that has been a true example of dedication and perseverance all throughout her time at Sage Creek.
Here's reporter Harper Hughes with a feature on Sage Creek's very own Skylar Wallace.
The girls' cross-country team has been very successful since the program was established in 2013. One runner that has definitely made a name for herself is Skylar Wallace, a senior at Sage Creek who has been running and dominating on varsity since her freshman year. For Skylar, however, cross-country is more than just a sport.
I've met some of the coolest people through this sport, and it's really challenged me to be a better person, and it's taken me places that I never thought I would ever be able to go.
For the past 2 years, her younger sister Stormy has played a significant role in her success.
Stormy pushes me every single day, and I feel like if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be the runner that I am today.
Being 2 years older, Skylar truly pushes Stormy to be a better runner.
Skylar inspires me so much because I look up to her as a runner. So, you know, I always look at how she did in races and when she was my age, and I always try and like do that or try and beat that.
While Stormy admires her older sister's success, Skylar praises one of her own biggest role models.
My number one inspiration is definitely my mom. She ran growing up, and you know, I'm trying to follow in her footsteps.
As her mom, she has been able to witness all of the extra work Skylar has performed in order to race her best.
So proud of Skylar for just being so focused towards her goals and for, you know, not getting distracted, never giving up, and just doing everything that she can to achieve her goals, which includes, you know, sleeping, eating, you know, everything that she does that's extra besides running.
In the past few weeks, Skylar has been very busy as she has accomplished a lot. I was able to catch up with her this week to hear about the amazing feat of winning state as a team.
It was surreal because we had won last year, and so that was really, really exciting, but this year we wanted to go for the D4 record, and when we found out we broke it by 3 minutes, it was, I mean, all of us were so happy. I can't even explain it.
In addition to another state championship, Skylar recently committed to Northern Arizona University to continue her academic and athletic career and has definitely felt a weight lifted off of her.
It's so relieving. I mean, it's been really fun and exciting talking to schools, but knowing that where I'm going next year, it's nice, so I feel like I'm not leading people on anymore.
Congratulations, Skylar. This has been Harper Hughes reporting for The Sage. Now let's send it back to the anchor.
Thanks, Harper. Wow, I don't know if I could convince myself to run on a regular basis for a year, much less 4 in a row.
It must require a lot of energy.
I feel like there's a student triangle: school, sports, and sleep, and most of the time we only really get to choose 2.
I feel like a bit more sleep would help us all be more successful. It's too bad today isn't a late start Wednesday.
I know, that extra hour of sleep helps a lot. Speaking of which, here's reporters Ella, Nancie, and Cassie with a man on the street about late start.
Governor Gavin Newsom recently signed legislation that causes school start times to get pushed back later. For many schools, it'll go into effect July 1st, 2022. Middle schools will begin at 8 a.m. or later, while high schools will begin at 8:30 a.m. or later. The law is based on 30 years of studies on sleep patterns, teen health, and brain chemistry. We decided to get some student thoughts on the future law.
So what are your thoughts on the new California law that pushes back school start times?
Well, it's not great for like outside sports because the time change and it gets dark so quickly and it gets colder, so.
I think it's really good actually. I think that this could improve people's mornings and things like that. So I'm all for it, yeah.
It'll be nice to wake up later, but I don't want to have to stay later for sports.
I like it a lot. I feel like it means we're going to get better sleep, but agreeing with Kelsey, it's going to be harder for after school sports because we're going to be getting out when it's really dark.
I'm glad that I'll be graduating before it happens.
I know, I really like it, but I wish that the school would put it into action earlier than it's going to be in our senior year.
Though students may enjoy the extra sleep they might get, concerns about extracurriculars and time is prevalent. The only way to truly tell how the law will affect students is in 2022 when it goes into effect.
Thanks, guys. It's always nice to hear about all the different opinions we have here on campus.
For sure. On a different note, I think it's time for sports and announcements.
Bringing you news of upcoming games and events this week, here's reporter Nadia Razzaq.
Hey Bobcats, I'm Nadia Razzaq with this week's sports and announcements. Wednesday, girls varsity soccer tied with San Marcos. Additionally, girls JV basketball won against Coronado, followed by varsity's win on Thursday against Tri-City. Boys varsity basketball played against Fallbrook on Thursday, taking the win. Friday, varsity wrestling won at La Costa Canyon on Friday. Girls varsity soccer took the win against Mission Hills as well on Friday. Today, girls basketball will be playing at home versus Fallbrook. Girls soccer will also be playing at home versus Mission Vista. Tomorrow, come and support boys basketball at home versus Del Norte. Girls soccer will be playing Friday at home, and boys soccer will be playing at Valley Center. For announcements this week, tonight is the Chipotle Dine Out fundraiser for the swim team from 5 to 9. Be sure to stop by. Also, keep in mind the winter concert and silent auction is this Friday from 7 to 8. Continue to bring in toys for the Toys for Tots drive as well, which ends this Friday. Now, let's send it back to the anchors.
Thanks, Nadia, and thank you, Bobcats, for sticking with us today. We've recently published new stories, including Week in Photos, Dog of the Week, and 2 new editorial articles on Captain Marvel and the rise of female rock stars. Drop by thesagenews.com to join in on the conversation.
You can also stay connected by following @TheSagePublication on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Emma Velchek
and Leo Ambrogelly reporting for
The Sage.